It's official. The WBC, as we all know at this point, has mandated that Frank Martin take on Shakur Stevenson. This is a huge fight in the 135-pound division. Of course, when I say huge, I'm really referencing hardcore boxing fans. Both fighters are extremely talented, world-class champions, world-class athletes. These two fighters, these two young men, both undefeated, special fighters, and this is what boxing is missing. And now we start to see that, hey, all of the fights can get made, even if Frank Martin is with one promoter and Shakur Stevenson is with another promoter. If Frank Martin is with another network, Shakur Stevenson is with a different network. If Frank Martin is with one representation under the banner of Man Down Promotions with Errol Spence and Al Heyman, and of course, Shakur Stevenson has another team of managers such as Jay Prince and of course his promoter from Top Rank, Bob Arum. Now, we've seen this before when Terrence Crawford, who was with Top Rank and Bob Arum at that time, fought Showtime's Sean Porter, who was with PBC and Al Heyman at that time. And they both fought on ESPN Plus. I believe that this fight between Frank Martin and Shakur Stevenson can basically generate the same interest, or not, or if not more, because obviously it would be a better idea if Frank Martin went over there to fight Shakur Stevenson or ESPN Plus, because of the tier and level of these fighters, not their skill set inside the ring. I'm talking about their marketability and the fact that they haven't had the experience of being exposed to a pay-per-view audience in the 135-pound division. Now, of course, Shakur Stevenson, he's with Top Rank, so every time he fights, he is going to fight on ESPN Plus, and he has been introduced to a pay-per-view audience, but I'm saying it on a bigger scale. Having the right dance partner basically makes that happen. Both of these guys are great fighters right now where they are in their careers. They're both green as far as the level of marketability, but they are going to reach the pinnacle of their marketability, in my personal opinion, because of their talent and because of their personalities. We would love to see this fight. Now, I believe they have until the first week of September to be able to come to a decision. I'm talking about management and promoters and the networks to come to a decision of when the fight's going to happen and making it at least to a place where they can negotiate. If not, they would have to enter into a purse bid. I think the purse bid won't be as high as far as the numbers are concerned with the pricing, but this is a good fight. And we want to see fights like this, of this magnitude, where you have two undefeated world-class athletes in the same division fight each other. This is what we need. I know people are going to say, what about Tank Davis? You know, Tank Davis is in the 135-pound division as well. But these two guys, if they're not going to fight the head honcho in the division, which is Tank Davis, let them fight each other. And the networks got to come together. And the promoters have to come together. And the managers have to come together to get this deal done. All it takes for egos to be out the door. And I promise you, you heard it first live in living color right here, that this fight can get made. I think this is a good fight. And I think the business of boxing need this fight to happen for the 135-pound division, as Devin Haney's moving up to 140 and Tank Davis is still dealing with some legal issues. But these two guys are the best in the division besides the two names that I mentioned. It's about four of those guys. But these two are the cream of the crop Let them get it on. And I'm sure that Jay Prince, the management and representation of Shakur Stevenson, and Al Heyman, the representation and management of, Frank Martin, of course, along with Bob Arum, Top Rank with Shakur Stevenson, and of course, Man Down Promotions and PBC with Frank Martin. They're going to get this deal done. They can close this deal out. It's not going to be easy now. I'm talking like it's going to be easy, but that's the truth of the matter is it's not going to be easy. But the great thing about it is both of these fighters are undefeated. They're world-class talents. They can rumble. And here's the great thing about it. Shakur Stevenson has a core audience, especially in his hometown of New Jersey at the Prudential Center. That's a big fight. Why not have it over there? Just using this as a reference because these two fighters are undefeated, and we want the undefeated fighters to fight now. No more stalling them out. We already stalled out long enough. This is the business of boxing, and this is why this fight needs to happen.